If you traveled back 252 million years to the Permian period, you would witness the rise of a reptilian dynasty. Before your eyes stands this armored giant, the most ancient reptile called Scutosaurus, the dominant species among reptiles at that time. Weighing over 1 ton, they became Earth's earliest giant herbivores, though to be precise, we should say plant eaters, since grass didn't exist yet. 2 animal dynasties emerged during this period, so Pangaea didn't belong solely to Scutosaurus. Where there are plant eaters, there must inevitably be predators. This is Gorgonops, measuring over 3 meters long and weighing more than 300 kilograms. While these statistics might not seem particularly impressive, by today's standards, it could compete with any large feline. They also share significant relations with mammals. Their powerful sense of smell made tracking prey remarkably easy. When facing Scutosaurus's hard armor, as the mightiest predator of its time, it naturally possessed its own secret weapon, blade-like teeth capable of piercing through defenses. However, an excellent hunter wouldn't charge recklessly. Finding the right target is step 1, then waiting for the perfect opportunity is step 2. Step 3 is all about striking unexpectedly. If the Scutosaurus doesn't resist, that equals success. If it does resist, then forget about those first 3 steps. At that point, it all comes down to Gorgonops' own formidable combat abilities. If it can seize that split second when the prey exposes a weakness to deliver a fatal strike, then even the strongest defenses can be breached. Witnessing this, you can't help but marvel at the Gorgonops' power. But then you'll see the hunter become the hunted. After eating its fill, the Gorgonops goes to one of the few remaining water sources to drink. No sooner does it lower its head for a few sips than an underwater predator attacks. This isn't a crocodile. It's called a labyrinthodontia, belonging to an ancient group of amphibians. Clearly, this labyrinthodontia has badly misjudged its target's strength. It wouldn't dare provoke a Gorgonops otherwise. Yet this accidental close encounter leaves the Gorgonops with a lasting grudge. Frustratingly, there's nothing it can do while the amphibian remains in the water. The climate grows increasingly arid. Dying vegetation leads to spreading desertification. Day after day passes until the once great lake has shrunk to a mere puddle. Every few days, you witness an interesting phenomenon, that Gorgonops keeps returning to check if the labyrinthodontia is still there. Yet survival instincts prevail. Even in this shrinking puddle, the labyrinthodontia refuses to surrender without a fight, still daring to attack the Gorgonops from its aquatic advantage. Then one day, something unexpected happens. A herd of giant Catallosauria arrives after a long migration. Their keen sense of smell led them to this water source. Having gone without drink for so long, they eagerly crowd around the small pool. After several days, when the herd finally moves on, you're shocked to discover they've completely drained the waterhole. With the pool dried up, the vengeful Gorgonops returns, determined to find that damned labyrinthodontia. Though the water's gone, instinct says the amphibian must still be here somewhere. So it starts digging, with good reason. In modern Africa during droughts, many fish species exhibit similar behavior, encasing themselves in mud cocoons to wait out the dry season until rains return. Clearly the labyrinthodontia knows this trick too, but the Gorgonops digs it up anyway. The parched, hungry predator is overjoyed. Finally, revenge is at hand. Amid their intense daily competition, another lineage simultaneously emerged. These little creatures were still very weak at this stage, an animal called Lystrosaurus with practically zero combat ability. Although like Gorgonops, they were mammal-like reptiles, their capabilities differed vastly. Meanwhile, in Pangaea's distant north, disaster begins brewing. Forces buried beneath Earth's surface for eons, perhaps forgotten by all living things, are finally awakening. In this seemingly placid subterranean world of magma, molten rock begins churning violently, seeking out the planet's weaknesses before erupting catastrophically. Thus begins Earth's third mass extinction, the most severe die-off in history. For 100,000 years, lava floods the surface, triggering massive tectonic shifts and cascading catastrophes. Toxic gases, acid rain, drought, floods. The land becomes unbearable. The seas fare no better. Years of acid rain and extreme climate events decimate marine life once more. These endless calamities persist for millions of years, a true apocalypse. The Permian Triassic extinction claims 95% of all species, life's closest brush with total annihilation. Yet even in extinction, nature leaves a thread of hope. Fungi, with their incredible adaptability, are first to colonize this post-apocalyptic graveyard, a process lasting thousands of years. Ironically, the luckiest survivors are those unassuming Lystrosaurus, the last seeds of a bygone era, destined to achieve one of life's greatest miracles. With the Permian now buried, let us step together into the next chapter.